Greetings gamers, I'm LotusCrane, and today I'll be discussing Fortnite. It's a new early access co-op hybrid game. It's a hybrid between sandbox survival and crafting, third person shooting and platforming, and a little tower defense. Think 7 Days to Die meets Orcs Must Die for up to 4 players. This game came out July 25th. I joined like 2 weeks late. I've been playing since August 6th. Oh, really? Have I only been playing for 3 days and I already have like 20 hours on the game? Wow. So, game is pretty fun. And I'm going to be discussing some very specific things about pricing for this game, which package you should get and where and why. I'm not going to talk about like the overarching ethics or morality of having such a nakedly microtransactional model for a game that's still in early access that's eventually become free to play. Fever has a really epic but articulate and reasonably polite rant on the perils of the model that Epic is following. I'm going to include a link to his video in information for this one. He's way more famous than I am, and you'll probably like his video more than you like my video. But I just wanted to discuss a few points that when I was Googling information for this game, and then I didn't find it on straight Google, so I checked out other YouTubers' videos. I couldn't find specific answers to some of my specific questions, so I'm going to deal with it now. Whether it's on the website or the Epic Launcher, if you already have it, you notice that there's 4 packages they offer. Standard for 40, Deluxe for 60, and yes, I'm rounding up to the nearest cent because I don't want to say 99.99 over and over again. Super Deluxe Edition, Limited Edition. So keep in mind, in a sense, you can think of a lot of this value depreciating because the game will go free to play in 2018. So really, of this like $40 for the Standard Edition, you get 7 loot pinatas and a couple banners, and that's it. You don't get any extra heroes. So then the question is, are 7 normal pinatas and 4 banners worth? Let's be charitable and say that the depreciating value of the game itself is like $30 diminishing. So like you're basically spending $10 of value you're going to keep for 7 pinatas and 4 banners. Probably not worth it. With the Deluxe Edition, we already go up to 8 blue heroes as opposed to the 1 green hero you get from doing like the first mission. 33 pinatas, so that's 26 more, and 50 vault slots, which this is information that I wish had been more clear up front. When they say extra vault slots, they mean the slots just to hold schematics, heroes, defenders, and survivors. That's not your backpack space. You start with backpack space 50, which is pretty easy to fill, but you can increase backpack size just by leveling skills that affect backpack size, which I believe the first one is over... Was it here? Yes. So, quite a way through the first skill page, you'll get to increase backpack size. I think there's another... No, is it just this on page 1? Other pages have additional backpack size upgrades. That being said, I mean, it is useful, especially if you're not good at cleaning out your inventory by recycling things or selling them to your collection book. Sure, having more inventory slots just for things that you don't actually carry around with you in a meaningful way. Sure, that's useful. But so $60, right? So let's say $30 of that value will disappear because the game will go free to play. So $30 for 3 pinatas, 8 blue heroes, extra vault space, XP boost. Actually, that's probably a break-even proposition when you look at the in-game economics. So this is a convert real money into game currency model, because sometimes you want to buy these llamas, or actually this llama was actually pretty epic. These are normally $25. It was on sale for $15. I already had 550 V-Bucks just from doing the early missions, so I only spent $10, and I got 21 items that were all legendary or mythic, including this dude who will be... What? Oh. That's right, this screen doesn't really... I'll have to do a gameplay video at some point to explain what all this stuff means, but this guy's going to be pretty bazonkers once I find a place to slot him by unlocking the squad that he's appropriate for. But yeah, he'll contribute quite a bit of home-based power, which will improve my hero stats quite a bit. But yeah, I'm going to save that for an actual gameplay video, because otherwise this video will run like 30 minutes long, and I don't want it to be. So my point is, Humble Bundle. Again, not a paid endorsement. I really wish Humble Bundle would, you know, if not money, then, I don't know, extra bundles my way. Because I always say nice things about them. I mean, Humble Bundle does a great job. They deserve for me to say nice things about them, even if they don't actually compensate me for it. My point, though, is, as a monthly subscriber, this is $54, or, actually, wait, it's technically less. Because you get 5% back towards your wallet for future purchases, and in fact I have $3 from having purchases already, so $51. So if you are already a humble monthly subscriber, instead of paying $60, you could be paying $51, which saves you $9. And if you are not a humble monthly subscriber, and you're becoming one for the first time, well, it's $12, right? So become a subscriber for $12, get the deluxe edition for $51, and you've spent $63. So you've spent $3 more than if you got it through the Epic Store launcher, but you get something like this. Like June was a fantastic month. Solaris and Brigador, you've already, well, maybe you've seen them, maybe you haven't. I've posted videos of them. Oh, Plague Inc. That's right, I already had that game previously, so I didn't need to get it from this bundle, but that's also a really solid game. So yeah, essentially you're paying the equivalent of $3 to get a package that looks something like this. So I would skip Standard Edition because almost all the values are going to depreciate, and I would start with Deluxe Edition, but via the Humble Bundle store, because either you're already a subscriber and you'll get $51, yeah, for $51, or if you're not a subscriber yet, you pay $63, which is $3 more than the Epic Store, but you get all these to play when your friends aren't around to play Fortnite with you. I probably cannot recommend the Super Deluxe or Limited Edition to anyone who's not someone with really poor priorities and budgeting like myself, or someone who is actually wealthy enough where money no longer has any meaning, in which case I'm totally jelly of you. I mean, these are 99 pinatas and 200 slots and 10 extra backpack slots. I mean, this is all pretty cool stuff, but not necessarily worth the money compared to, say, the next time this goes on sale. Because this was already, for me, 21 legendaries or mythics, which, if you consider the value of 99 non-legendary pinatas, it's a lot of white, green, and blue, maybe a few purple things, which is, say, common, uncommon, rare, and epic. Difference of between 60 and 150, well, really 51 and 150, so $100 difference for... Yes, you would almost certainly be better off buying 6 legendary loot truck llamas. Yeah, buying 6 of these would be better and cheaper than getting the limited edition of the game, and Super Deluxe falls somewhere in between there. The only reason you would want to get the limited or Super Deluxe or limited packages from the store is because Super Deluxe comes with 1 extra copy of the game, limited comes with 2 extra copies of the game. Again, though, these values are going to depreciate. If you look at key reseller sites, most of which I don't approve of because half the time you're being scammed, but these are being listed for under 40. I mean, I would say that the true value of the game, just because getting through Humble Bundle is an option, the value should start at like 31, and depreciate to like 20, 10, and then eventually 0 in the long run. So yeah, if you have friends that you want to give these games to, or I mean, I guess you could sell them to them. But I personally, I mean, I'm not trying to cast shade at one of my friends who may have done something like this, but I would probably resell these copies for less than 40. I would probably start at 31 and go down. But if you don't have friends, which is really sad, to play this game with you, then you don't need to worry about having 1 or 2 extra copies of the game. You just want as much legendary and mythic loot as possible, in which case, buy 6 of these. Or I guess when the sale runs out in 7 minutes, buy 4 of these, and you'll get a lot more value than getting the Super Deluxe or Limited Edition of the game. Like I said, one of these was 21. For me, it's at least 20, but for me it was 21 legendaries or mythics, including that lead survivor. Let me open this standard. Well, actually, it's not a standard llama, it's a mini llama. So this has even worse junk than the regular llamas.
Take it on home.
So, 2 whites, 1 green. I mean, I guess I should be pleasantly surprised that I even got a green out of there. What's my point? I already mentioned that Fever has an epic rant about the perils of micro, right? I'm going to include that link in the information box. Although, I do like this game a lot. I've been enjoying it. I've been playing it for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and I haven't really played today. So 3 days, and I already have 20 hours, and I don't know that this is going to become my new secret world. I don't know if I'm going to put 4,000 hours into this over the span of just 2 years. Probably not, but I could see myself putting like a good 1,000 hours into this game within the first 2 years, probably, if Epic keeps up with the updates and the balance fixes. But yeah, the main point of this video is skip the Standard Edition, start with Deluxe Edition, but do it via the Humble Bundle store, because you're either paying $51 if you're already a subscriber, or you're paying $63 if you're not a subscriber yet, but then you get a whole bunch of decent games as a bonus. And that's the real value there, spending $3 to get almost not a dozen, like 7 or 8 pretty good games, as opposed to spending so much money for microtransactional junk. I mean, this game it's almost, I wouldn't say shocking, or the fact that this is a proper PC or console game, and they're pursuing a model that feels more like it should be Puzzle and Dragon or Fire Emblem Heroes, or even like Fallout Shelter. All games that I dodged playing because I don't want to be sucked into that. I mean, I spent enough money on League of Legends or Once Upon a Time The Secret World. Yeah, this game is probably going to become dangerous for me, possibly. Oh yeah, there was one other minor point that I want to share that I couldn't find when I was Googling this game before I decided to get it, which is that they don't tell you on the Epic site or the launcher, but you can always... where is it? I can do this. There we go. Upgrading. They don't tell you this before you purchase any of the packages of the game, because they probably want to encourage people to jump up to the higher level right away. But you can incrementally upgrade. So I already have Deluxe, which means I could pay the $30 difference to go up to Super Deluxe, or the $9 difference to go up to Limited. For people who start the Standard Edition, then you would see the upgrade to Deluxe for $20, and the upgrade to Super Deluxe would be $50, and the upgrade to Founders would be $110. Yes, I can math, maybe. Again, if you're very bad at managing your money properly, this would be tempting. But unless you're trying to give copies of the game to your friends to get them to carry you, I would just go with waiting until the next time that... Oh, only 3 minutes left! Do I buy $100 worth of V-Bucks to get another 6 of these? No, I'm going to resist the temptation. I'm going to be responsible. I can adult. But yeah, I would wait for this to go back on sale and then get a bunch of these. You'll get a lot more value for your personal account going this route rather than upgrading to that. Though, I'll be honest, after my next paycheck, I may upgrade to that anyway. Anyway, if you like this video, please remember to subscribe to my channel and share it with your friends. And do expect some gameplay videos to be coming pretty soon. I have been playing this each night for the past 3 nights. Well, not the first night, they were busy, but I've already played 2 nights of this game with my friends. So, yeah, like I said, it's like between 7 Days to Die and Orcs Must Die. It's surprisingly fun, and I guess I will have to prove that with a gameplay video in the near future. I'm LotusCrane, signing off.